Right after college, I got into the political scene, and I worked on some campaigns and actually went out to Washington and did some of that. And in the process of doing that, I saw my friends who had graduated about the same time start getting real jobs, getting health benefits, weekends off, all these perks that you don't really get in a campaign. So in '97, I thought, well, maybe it's a good time to start scratching around and see if I can get a real job. And I had sent my resume into a company called Eastman, which I really didn't know at the time exactly what they did. I knew what the internet was, and I had made websites with some webmasters before. But the site, which is now non-existent, was a job board. And I got on with them as trade show manager. The company was then turned into Job Options when they were bought by another company. Relocated to Cleveland, which is where I am now. In 2001, they were bought by Spherion, which is a large staffing organization. A week after 9/11, they let everybody go and shut the company down. As you can imagine, that was a difficult time to get a job. But I was lucky enough to get on with a regional board called Career Board. And in the process of working with them and being kind of overseeing their e-marketing directives, gained an incredible appreciation for search engines and what search engines could do to drive inexpensive, targeted, good numbers of traffic to our websites. And I thought, wow, maybe it's a good opportunity to go out on my own and see if I can do this for other companies. And I've always been entrepreneurial by spirit, so I gave myself 6 months to see if it could work. And fortunately, we're almost to 2 years now, so hopefully the success will continue on. A day in my life is usually up by 8 o'clock a.m. and I usually check email first, and I read through all my RSS feeds to find out what's going on in the world and who needs me and what's going on. If I'm good, I'll work out that morning for about an hour and a half. Then I'll get back, and I'm pretty much tied to my computer and my cell phone for the most part. I'm either blogging away or working away from my clients until about 5 o'clock, and then I'm pretty religious about going downstairs. And I like to watch ESPN's Around the Horn and Pardon the Interruption. So that's kind of my getaway from the daily grind. Then I typically spend some time with my wife and my child. Then after dinner, I'm usually back upstairs working or doing something on my laptop till about 11 or 12 at night, and then I do it again the next day. When I was growing up, there was a term from church that my dad used to quote all the time. It was, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. So I've kind of taken that to heart because I think it's largely true. And in a world today that changes so quickly and is so fluid, the world is flat stuff, and the fact that I can do things on my laptop that are published throughout the globe, obviously Google and everything that's going on with the internet technology are really creating exciting and dynamic things in the marketplace. So when people ask me, what does HRSEO look like in 5 years? What does Cheezhead look in 5 years? I really don't have an answer, because I think that a successful company or a successful entrepreneur is one that adapts quickly to changing marketplaces and new opportunities. And I try really hard in my business not to grow to the point where I can't zoom. I can't do things quickly if the market changes quickly. So I don't have an answer for what am I going to be in 5 years, because I think the nature of the world just won't allow for that. When I started HRSEO in January of 2005, I just started getting into reading blogs and the phenomenon that has really taken off. And being, at least I think, progressive, I thought, well, I should really write a blog. Unfortunately, I do have some background in journalism, so it wasn't totally new to me to write and publish things and do that. But I really wasn't prepared for the growth and the popularity of blogs, and even my blog in particular. And fortunately, because of some thought leaders in my market, in my industry, my blog really took off. And it was initially a subdomain on TypePad. And about a year into it, I thought, wow, this blogging thing, it can really be its own animal. So I launched a separate brand, Cheezhead, new domain in April of '06, I believe. And it has really been the center of my universe in terms of my business and my professional life. I've never made a sales call because in the nature of our world, it's much more about pull than it is push. And when you blog, you build relationships with people. They gain trust in you. They believe that you know what you're talking about, hopefully. And then over time, you can convince them that search marketing or search engine optimization is something that we should probably do for our company. And when they're ready to buy or talk to you about it, it's on their terms. It's not on your terms. So blogging has been an incredible way for me to build a personal brand, but also drive business that I never would have gotten before because I do it. So moving forward, blogging will be a very intricate part of what I do, and largely because it's fun. I just have a grand passion about it. And I think unless you're passionate about something, you're not going to be successful. So I'm having fun so far. Hopefully it'll remain fun, and I'll continue to churn out blog posts.